YouTube crew, what it do? Big Sue back again. And as y'all can see, the layout is a little bit different this time. We got a whiteboard on them, man. I went to Office Depot today and I said, you know what? I want to take the content in a little bit of a different direction, and I want to start making a little bit more of some whiteboard videos, start fucking around with the algo, see what we can get popping. But I've been sick all week long, okay? I've been so stoked to bring you this video and talk about some shit that's been on my mind, but I haven't been able to. I got strep throat for literally a week, and yes, as an adult male, that shit took me out. I'm not lying to you. I'm no fucking Jocko Willink, David Goggins, macho, ultra fucking macho man. But that shit'll put a grown man down, all right? I got a decent pain tolerance, and that shit'll put a grown man down, and I've been down and out. But that's here nor there. We can now speak, we can now freaking spit, and we can now talk to the people as I've been wanting to. Oh, I'm so excited to bring you guys this video today, because in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about something that I believe is, without question, one of the most important things that as an individual, you need to start with no matter what endeavor of life you're gonna be going down on. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a personal goal, whether it's a business goal, whatever it may be, everybody in their life needs a rooted foundation of this exact thing in order to actually go and get the results and get the outcome that they're looking for. What I'm talking about is as simple in one word as getting a goal. All right, we're gonna be talking about goals, man. Setting goals in your life, why they're important, and I hope by the end of this video, you can maybe see goal setting a little bit different rather than the way that you've been doing goals or been setting goals for yourself in life. Now, the reason I want to be talking about goals today is simple, all right? A lot of you guys watch these videos, you guys watch my content because it might be motivational, it might be inspirational, it might be perspective shifting, it might give you some insights on how to change things in your life and go see success in whatever endeavor you want to. And the reason why setting a goal is so important is because it gives you clarity on where you want to go, right? I come from a sales background, okay? I've been doing high ticket sales. I've been in sales for a decent amount of time, a little under 2 years. I guess you can say that's decent, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, and I've done a lot of good things in my sales career up to this point. But I've also been an athlete. I've been somebody who has played college baseball. I've done some awesome things in sports. And in every single domain, in every aspect of my life, every single time I've started something new, it's come down to setting a goal. Setting a goal so that way I knew where I wanted to go and how I could get there. The importance of goals is to allow ourselves as individuals to set sight on something, to have an idea, to have a why. Why the fuck do we want to do something? And then to have that end goal of what do you want to achieve, so that way we can reverse engineer it and get to where we want to go, right? I'll break down goal setting as simple as this, okay? When it comes to setting goals, the reason you need them is as simple as this, right? Like take for example, all right? Take for example, you have a boat, okay? It's at a port, and the boat is at port, and you and your friends, you guys are about to go and get on this boat, and you're about to go to a destination, or you're on a boat trip, and it's like, hey, we're gonna go on a boat. You're gonna go to that captain, and you're gonna say, hey, captain, where are we going? What's that captain gonna say? That captain is gonna say, guys, we are going to this exact spot. He is gonna know without question where you're going, how long it's gonna take to get there, and what path you need to take in order to get there. All right? Because every ship that departs from setting sail has to have an end goal, or else what is gonna happen? You motherfuckers are gonna be floating through the ocean like a fish going anywhere. Y'all are gonna be floating through the ocean, going nowhere, not knowing where to go, and not having an end destination. Any ship that sets sail has to have an end destination, or you're not gonna know where to go. The reason why this correlates to your life so much is because if you guys don't set a goal on where you want to go, how the fuck are you ever going to get there? How is your captain of the ship ever going to get you to X destination if he doesn't start with a destination in mind? If you don't have a starting destination, an end goal of where you're going to start and where you want to get to, you're going to be a flounder, man. You're going to be a fart in the wind. You're going to be somebody that is going to be guessing. You're going to be guessing every single day. What should I do today? How should I get X, Y, or Z done today in order to get to where I want to go? You're not going to know because you're just going to be guessing. When you have an end destination, what it allows is two things. One, it allows you to set your sight on something. It allows you to actually look into the distance, whether it's a physical goal. Hey, I want to go get a six-pack, but I'm a fat fuck. Okay, what do you want a six-pack for? Okay, cool. Now you have your goal of getting a six-pack. Now, what we're going to be able to do is reverse engineer that. What do we need to do on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, in a daily basis, in order to actually go and achieve X goal, which is getting a six-pack? What do your daily habits need to be? You need to be tracking your food. You need to be going and doing your workouts. You need to be getting your steps in. On a weekly basis, you need to be understanding, are you dropping weight? What does your weight look like on a weekly basis? Are you feeling energetic? Are you performing well still? Are you showing up every day? Monthly basis. Okay, now we get a full scope to understand what's our goal, where are we at this month to get to that goal, and what do we maybe need to change from that data that we have from reverse engineering it to know, are we on track to get to that goal, or do we need to intricately fucking maneuver, or do we need to tinker in the lab a little bit more in order to get to where we want to go? All right, it's the same shit as with setting sail somewhere, man. If you're setting sail from a port and you have no idea where you're going, you're never going to get there, ever in your life, man. If you asked the captain and they didn't know where they were going, you're gonna ask that captain, be like, what the fuck are we doing on this boat? But it's not gonna ever happen. That's how it needs to be with your life. When you set a goal, when you go and you say, I want to go do X, Y, or Z, you need to have that goal in mind of what you want to achieve, because the second thing it's going to do is it's going to allow you to set your sights on something. It's going to allow you to set your sights on something. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot here, but I said it's going to do two things. The second thing it's going to do is allow you to set your sights on something. When you can actually foresee, when you can actually envision the end goal in your mind, it allows you on a daily basis to wake up and have fucking purpose, have passion, have a driven type of energy that makes you take those actionable steps in order to get there. So that way you can tell yourself, man, I got 90 days to do this thing. I got 90 days to go to this race. All right, I got a race in 90 days, a marathon, half marathon, whatever it be. That allows you to have set sights on 90-day time period, that every single day is going to be important, because at the end of that 90 days, I'm either going to be ready for the race or I'm not going to be ready for the race. And if you don't have that goal of that race, well, every day is just going to be nothing. You might be doing an input here, doing an input there, but it's never going to give you that fucking clarity on where you need to go. Ever. All right? I think back to when I was playing baseball, guys. All right, I was a JUCO baseball player. I really wanted to go to the MLB. I know it's like, oh, brother, you were fucking JUCO. You wanted to go to the MLB? Like, come on, man. Well, I mean, I had a roommate who ended up getting drafted by the Twins and plays for the Twins now, John Klein. You can look him up. Awesome guy. Fucking G, right? He had a goal to go to the MLB, and he went to the fucking MLB. All right? Now, obviously, if I was in the MLB, I wouldn't be talking to you right now in this setting. I'd probably be fucking doing some other shit, playing ball. But I'm not in the MLB. What I am doing is I'm talking to you guys right now, and we're talking about goals, and my whiteboard sucks here. But when I was in college, guys, I wanted to go to the MLB. But I knew in order for me to actually get to where I wanted to go, I had to set a goal. The first goal that I had when I got to college was to become a starter. All right? I have shitty handwriting, but I don't care. It's not about the handwriting. It's about what the fuck I'm talking about. I wanted to be a starter. What did that allow me to do? Having the goal of being a starter allowed me to actually show up every single day and say, okay, if I want to be a starter, I have to take a look at the playing field right now. I've got 2 people ahead of me that are going to be playing here. I've got maybe 1 person here. I'm maybe 4th on the depth chart here. All right, I came into JUCO. I wasn't the greatest fucking player on my team, but I knew that if I wanted to be the starter, I had to go and set the goal to do so in order to get there. What that allowed me to do was actually come up with a plan. Come up with a plan. It made me say, okay, I am here. All right, if I want to get from here and go to there, I have to put these things into place. I have to make sure that I'm taking 100 cuts off of the tee every single day. I have to make sure that I'm showing up to practice with actual intent and actual care of what I go through in my motions. Instead of just going through the motions, I'm actually utilizing game reps. I'm fucking coming up on ground balls in the outfield. You know, I'm coming up, I'm crow hopping, I'm throwing to second as hard as I can. I'm hitting my fucking second baseman in the chest. All right, I'm going through actual actionable steps to get to where I want to go, which is a starter. Okay? But it also allowed me to show up every day to know that the shit that I'm doing today, the shit that I'm going to do tomorrow, and the shit that I'm going to do on a weekly basis, it is for a reason. It's for a reason. I'm not just showing up because I want to show up and call it a day. I'm showing up because I have an actual set goal that I want to get to in order to actually achieve it. So I needed to have that plan. I needed to have my hitting schedule in place. I needed to have my diet in check. I needed to have my workouts going right. I needed to have my study times to know, hey, I need to fucking work on this. You know, maybe I'm a little late on the fastball. Maybe I'm too early on the curveball. So what do I need to be working on every single day? I correlate a lot of things with sports because that's what I know so much. It's the same shit with me right now where I want to be, I'm in calisthenics, right? I do a lot of calisthenics and I absolutely love the planche. I can't do a full planche yet. I can't do one yet. But if I didn't come up with a plan in order to get to that full planche, I'm going to be showing up to the gym just doing push-ups thinking I'm getting better, but I'm not. But what I've been doing is okay, I need to do band-assisted tuck planches. I need to show up and do pseudo pike push-ups every single day, or when my training actually allows me to do so. I need to make sure my diet is right. I'm a little overweight. I'm about 180 right now. I'm trying to get down to 165 so I can be lighter, so I can push off the floor and have a little bit less body weight to have to struggle to hold up, right? I have all of these things that I need to change and intricately maneuver around, so that way I can get to the end goal. I have my plan in order to get to my end goal. It's allowing me to reverse engineer it, but also it's allowing me to show up every single day with intent. The end goal is allowing me to say, okay, yesterday, it might not have been the greatest day in the gym, but we have the end goal, which I don't know how much time it's going to take, but I do know I'm going to reach it if I keep working my plan every day to reach my goal. It gives you direction, it gives you purpose, and it also gives you clarity on where you need to go. All right? Have a fucking plan for your life, guys. Have a plan. You need to have a plan for your life, because if you don't have a plan for your life, you're gonna become the plan of somebody else's life. You're not gonna be running your day. The day is gonna be running you. You're gonna have no idea, no direction of where you need to go because you're not gonna know where you're going. You're gonna be a fucking fart in the wind. You're gonna be just maneuvering on over into every single aspect of the world, never having a direction. Imagine you wanted to go to fucking McDonald's, or you wanted to go to the pub, or whatever it be, man. You wanna go to the gym. You have an actual set in stone direction you go with the Google Maps to get to that location. It's the same shit with goals, guys. You gotta be setting goals, man. You have to fucking set goals in your life. Because if you don't set goals, you don't have anything to work towards. And if you guys watch a lot of my content, The most important thing is having something in life to show up for every single day, to have that purpose, to have that intentionality, and to have that drive to be better. Because when you set goals, it allows you to work for something. It allows you to actually go after something every single day. But what it also does, it allows you to see where are you at in the current moment. Are you capable of achieving it, or you have to continue to get better? Then once you hit goals, what do you do after that? You make more goals. You make more goals. You go and set more goals. I will always say this as well, guys. The most important thing you can do is set goals so fucking big it scares you. It scares you. One of the better books that I've ever read, that I really started when I first started reading a lot of books, was The Magic of Thinking Big. And one of the most important and things that have stuck out to me within that book that have solidified into my brain, when you set big goals, you achieve big things. When you set small goals, you achieve small things. I'll say that again. When you set big goals, you achieve big things. When you set small goals, you achieve small things. How are you setting your goals? Are you setting small, little, minute goals to where you know for a fact, hey, I could probably 50% engage on this goal and I'm gonna hit it? Or are you setting goals so fucking big that you're like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna hit this shit, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna put together a plan. I'm gonna derive an actionable game plan to get to where I wanna go, and I'm gonna achieve that motherfucker. Some of the most important people in my life, some of the best entrepreneurs I know in my life, they set goals so big. They're like, dude, I want to be in fucking Bali by the time I'm 35 with 100 million cashed in the bank. 100 million. Will it happen? Not guaranteed. But guess what? They're going to make a fuckload of money no matter what, because they've got this big goal that seems so insane, yet they're going to fucking reverse engineer it and they're going to go do it. You got to do the same thing for you. You have to get clarity on where you want to go. You got to get clarity, guys. You got to set some goals. You have to. Life is not about just going through the motions. Life is all about having purpose. And having purpose starts with a goal. Having a goal in life. Do you have a goal to become a husband? I have a goal to become a husband. That means I have to work on myself and become the best version of myself, not only spiritually, not only physically, but also financially, so I can support my significant other and I can support my future family and my kids. I want to be a fucking $10 million man. I want to be worth some decent, good money. So guess what? I have to become the smartest individual. I have to be the best networker. I have to have a good, valuable set of skills in order to get there. That's a goal. I have these big goals because it gives me purpose. It allows me to wake up every single day and actually fucking strive for something, rather than just waking up, going and playing some video games and bullshitting and lollygagging around life, not really caring what happens. If you don't set goals, you're gonna be confused. You're gonna have no clarity and you're gonna have no direction in your life. And a directionless life, in my opinion, is a pretty dog shit life. And if you guys are anything like me watching these videos, you don't want to live a dog shit life. You want to live a great life. If you're somebody who's been achieving goals and really striving for excellence, keep setting the bar high. Keep setting more goals. Go after goals that are so scary, they make you almost piss your pants. If you're somebody watching this and you haven't set goals before in your life, you haven't sat down and understood where you want to go set a goal. Go set a simple goal of making your bed 30 days in a row. Bam. Now you've just proved to yourself that you can do it. Now go set another goal. Hey, I want to go make $1,000 with a business. Cool. Now go set some more goals and keep stacking those. Because the more you set goals, the more you show up every day, the more direction, the more purpose, and the more clarity you're going to get on who you are as a person, where you want to go, and what you need to do in order to get there, guys. So, set some fucking goals. I know I kind of spit at you guys for a while. If this video helped you in any way, which I hope it did, leave a like, leave a comment, be sure to subscribe, share this with somebody. I'm gonna keep making more videos like this with the whiteboard. Obviously, I'm not the greatest at it in terms of writing whatever it be right now, but I will get better. But guys, as always, man, I always love coming and chatting, preaching to you guys, spitting game. Make sure to leave a like. Y'all know I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.